Thank you, President Fearon, Chair of Senate, Chair of the Board of Trustees, and greetings to everyone at Brock, and especially to our graduates of 2020 and their proud families and friends. I am glad to be with you today, if only virtually. And I am truly excited and honored to be installed today as the 9th Chancellor of Brock University. The chance to play such a role comes rarely in life. I was immediately intrigued when President Fearon called me in March on behalf of the university to propose my nomination. How could I refuse the unique opportunity to engage with this respected university and to participate in shaping its future? You, the graduates, soon to become alumni, and you, the leaders and faculty of this institution, are familiar with the values and aspirations of Brock University. But with the fresh eyes of a newcomer, let me share with you the reasons why I am delighted to be joining Brock as your new Chancellor. Many of you have been or will be offered the chance to join a new organization. Before you say yes, you must, of course, consider your future responsibilities. I imagine you also would try to learn about the history, the leaders, the goals, and as much as you can about the culture and the values of the organization that you are joining. So I felt it was important for me to do the same here at Brock. The role itself is compelling. As Chancellor, I understand that I will represent the university during important ceremonies such as convocation, and support the president and leaders of the university as we interact with leaders in our local community and across the region and the country in business and in government. Most importantly for me, it is a role in which I will have an opportunity to engage with you, the students, not only on this most important day in your lives, but also during the years that you spend at Brock. I believe that the university is one of the most important institutions in our society because it offers young people unique opportunities to expand their minds, to build their skills, and to heighten their aspirations. And as Chancellor, I hope that I can play my part in inspiring and supporting the development of your minds, hearts, and ambitions. But beyond the role itself, what of the history, the goals, the values of Brock? I am not from Niagara. I grew up traveling in different parts of the world as the daughter of a diplomat. When I was home in Canada, it was in Ottawa. I chose to go to the University of Toronto, but I got to know St. Catharines and the Niagara region in those years when I was at the University of Toronto because my future husband grew up here. Brock University was just 10 years old when I first visited St. Catharines. Yet I could see even then how important the university would become to the city. Coming back to Brock today, seeing how much it has grown and developed as a driver of innovation and activity in the region, I am deeply impressed by its achievements. As a newcomer in 2020, I looked for information on Brock's goals and plans for the future. I found it in the university's strategic plan for 2018 to 2025. And I was immediately taken by the title, Niagara Roots, Global Reach. A university firmly rooted here in Niagara, but reaching out to the world. I read about your mission and your values, and I reflected on the 4 priorities that are so well stated in the plan. Offering a transformational university experience, building research capacity, enhancing the life and vitality of the region, and fostering a culture of inclusivity, accessibility, reconciliation, and decolonization. The words that rang through this statement resonated with me. Engagement, relevance, innovation, discovery, connection, inclusivity. This is not a university that sits remotely in its ivory tower, even if it is indeed on a hill. It is actively engaged with the world. As we look around at this world, with its multiplying and complex challenges, we need more than ever a university that gives the rising generation the skills and ambitions to cope with and surmount these challenges. And it must do so by giving its students the experiences and the knowledge to see farther, to engage more effectively, and to collaborate with each other and with their communities. Brock is committed to doing this. I believe this is the direction that a university must take to be relevant and to develop those who must live and work in this very challenging century. I was already persuaded by my reading that this was an institution that I wanted to be part of and support. What was finally most convincing to me was what I learned about the people and the culture of Brock. My discussions with President Fearon, with the chair and vice chair of the Board of Trustees, and with the chair of Senate told me that Brock is led by people of conviction, energy, and vision. And most of all, my conversation with Chancellor Chichu persuaded me that there is an opportunity to work with committed people at Brock. I am truly inspired by her example of integrity, courage, and belief in inclusivity and reconciliation. I admire her commitment to cultural creativity and individual expression. And as an ally, I hope to support and continue the work that she began at Brock to honor Indigenous culture and beliefs and to offer Indigenous students the full opportunity to participate and to contribute to the university community. So, as a newcomer, here I am, eager to learn and to contribute to the university community in this new role. As I conclude, I want to speak directly to you, the graduates, the graduating students who are leaving as I arrive. You are going out into a world that is being challenged by huge events, the pandemic and its consequences, and the search for sustainable and equitable growth in the face of climate change and other global disruptions. There is opportunity here for you. Brock has given you skills, experiences, and values that will equip you well to meet what is out there. With creativity, entrepreneurial ambition, and confidence, you are the talent that Canada and the world need to work through the challenges of the coming decades. I wish you well. I invite you to return whenever you can to share your experience with those who follow you. Good luck and thank you.